My name is Nic Nakis, and this is my coaching business, Smart, Fit, and Clean. That name encapsulates my philosophy of mental fitness, physical fitness, and spiritual fitness. So when I talk about fitness, I'm talking about the whole person, mind, body, and soul. I have a process of training. I break it down into 5 steps: consultation, assessment, program design, implementation, and ongoing support. So I'm going to describe those for you. The consultation step is really about having a conversation, asking a lot of really good questions that help us both know who you are and what you're trying to achieve. Then we do an assessment. So you may have heard the axiom that what gets measured gets managed, right? But it's like if you were on a road trip and you didn't have a map and you didn't know where you were, you're going to get lost. So assessment gives us an accurate starting place by knowing what's in the rearview mirror of your personal health history. What are you actually eating in a week? How do you move? What's your body made of? And what's your energy capacity? That assessment step gives us data that we can use to build your program. In the program design step, we're actually going to collaborate, looking at your whole year. What are the events and milestones that break that year up, like things you need to prepare for or things that are going to take you out of training for a certain period of time? And then in between those, we're going to build training blocks saying, like, for these 4 weeks, you're doing this, for these 8 weeks, you're doing this. So your focus will be different in different seasons and between different milestones. With that plan in place, we can look at a weekly split. So a lot of people understand this like chest day and leg day and back and bicep day, but it might also be broken down in like kettlebell day, yoga day, running day, right? So a training split is just how you divide your week into different training focuses. Then from there, we actually proceed to designing the workouts themselves. You know, like here's your warm up and your stretching, or your part A, part B, strength here, metabolic here, how do you cool down at the end, right? And then we also have to look at how that program overall through the year builds in the ways to address your unique nutrition and behavior challenges. With a really well-designed program in place, now it's time for implementation. And that means you doing the work to put this thing into action. I give tools for that. I use an app called CoachRx that delivers handmade workouts for you every day through your phone or through your computer or device of choice. I say handmade because these are not templated programs. They're not designed by AI or pre-made and I'm just kind of dragging and dropping. They're actually blank slate. I build them up with written instructions and videos. I teach, you build the habits. We have a communication process of getting results and feedback back and forth, and we watch trends of data to see where you're progressing. And when you run into a challenge, a stumbling block, or a hurdle, you have somebody who can help you over, which you wouldn't have if you were working on your own. That's really a lot of what we do in step 5, ongoing support, where each month we meet for a consultation to discuss your overall lifestyle picture and nutrition. We do assessments to look at actual measurable data that can inform your program. And we're always assessing like what is working, what isn't working, and how can we make this thing better. Before I go forward, it's important to know where the line is between what I do and what I don't do. So as described, as a fitness coach, I teach healthy lifestyle practices and behavior change. I help with nutrition, exercise, and lifestyle. I listen, I teach philosophy, and I inspire you to be a better version of yourself. What I don't do is anything that looks like counseling, therapy, diagnosis, or prescription. So it's nothing medical, nothing mental health. When we might get right up against the edge of some of those things, but that's where I'm going to refer you to the correct professionals that are qualified, licensed to deal with those matters. It's important that we define this line before we start. Another thing I don't do is show before and after pictures, because that's one person's journey and that's not you. That's not you before, that's not you after, and that's not you in between. Your story is your own. So when we think about success, I want you to be writing your own success story. When you feel better about the way you look, feel, and perform, when you've taken something that you were terrible at and made it the thing you're great at, when you've created habits that are going to stick with you for life and done things for the first time that you were never able to do before, you're going to feel capable. And that's going to extend over to every part of your life. Importantly, the results you get are going to be based on how much work you put in, how hard you try. So it's you committing to yourself that becomes the beginning of your success story. The timeline that I work on is a 6-month minimum program. My clients have an average time frame of 2 to 3 years. My longest client doing a program like this with me was 7 years. And that was really too long, honestly. I'd like to see people kind of pushed out of the nest and flying on their own before then. But this whole thing is really unique and individualized. So it adapts as you change. I've seen people train with me for a period of time, leave for a period of time, return and train with me again. And that's what I want. I want lifetime client relationships, people who are going to come back to me with questions, who are going to send their friends and family to me as referrals. And we're going to continue to push this healthy lifestyle revolution out into the world. So with the idea and the intention of having those good relationships last, I have exit requirements to make sure there are no bad breakups. What that means is I need 30 days notice when a program is going to end. I know they're going to end at some point, right? Just let me know a month ahead of time. That's where we're going to prepare you to be autonomous so that you continue to make progress after the coach is out of the picture. And at the end, we're going to have an exit consultation, which is an opportunity to have a conversation about what happened in the past and learn what worked, what didn't work, and what I can do to make it better for other clients in the future. The commitment that I'm giving to you is to deliver monthly consultations and assessments, coaching in exercise, nutrition, and healthy lifestyle behaviors, and this ongoing guidance and refinement. What I ask for from you is that you follow your program, that you communicate clearly, including entering results to track progress, that you follow your nutrition plan, attend all the appointments that we schedule, actually do the work so that you get the results for yourself. And with the things you've learned, go out there and help other people. You can find more information and contact me at my website, www.smartfitandclean.com, at my Instagram, at smart_fit_clean. You can email Nic, N-I-C, at nicnakis.com, NICNAKIS.com. You can call me on the phone, country code 1-360-672-4525. You can also find me using that number on WhatsApp. There are a lot of ways to contact me. So I hope you reach out, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.